Okay, here on the Strange But True files, we have a story about your router and an experiment that schoolgirls did here over in Europe. And it's something I want you to try to recreate and see what happens out of it. And different people might get different readings due to having different ones. But one thing's for sure, what they're showing here is they took some seeds and they try to do a growing project in a little biscuit they made of a bunch of paper towels with water onto a paper plate, just like you did in school with beans. But this is a an herb, and look how it grows. It grew pretty well, although the seeds that couldn't root into anything seem to have browned a little bit on the edges there, as you see. But it looks just fine. Well, they had one of them sitting about 8 to 10 foot away from the router, and then the one that sat near the router look like this after the same amount of time, supposedly. And you can see a few of them trying to sprout up there in the top corners and the left edge if it catches in the video here. But here's the comparison. And at the same time, given the same amount of time, and that how plants aren't trying to grow here real well. And I know recently we put a plant over here where we have our router at in the house, and it didn't do well. But we always just thought it was a little too far away from the window and not getting enough sun, even though it was a plant that was listed as low light and don't put in the sun, and a perfect one for an indoor house plant. So I want to recreate this, and I want y'all to too. Here's where somebody else had recreated it, and they don't get quite as good of a thing, but 7 feet away on the left, 2 inches sitting above the Wi-Fi on the right, and they got this exact same effect here. And what they used was like a dog bowl that has the bottle on top where it auto feeds, and it's all coming out of these Wi-Fis. That the emitter out of these Wi-Fis might be causing a little bit more than you think. And they've been sued now for tumors and stuff, and everybody remembers the old phones, and now they're fixing them all up. But I wonder if the routers and all of these machines they're emitting here put out maybe a little much radio waves, and it's something that we don't detect internally as a person, but it may definitely have an effect on us and the people around us. These things have a radius of about 30 foot. And Verizon themselves have, gone through lawsuits before on this. They, of course, say that it's nothing at all, but this, could be causing people their tumors in their heads, and it's something that I hate for us to find out years and years later. Clearly, those old giant phones back in the day did. Nokia themselves got sued by, I believe it was 18, 19 people over having brain tumors and stuff, and blaming it on because they were right there on the side of the head, right where they had always have the phone on that side of their head and all this type of stuff. And it's just been hushed over and stuff. But these major companies probably don't want to let you know that all these little towers they go out have this type of effect on plants. And it's something I want you to look into. Just see if you can't maybe do a little experiment, put a few beans in a tray and put them here and put them there. Make sure you put them in about the same lighting source and so on, but one of them is right there by the router and one of them is far away from any type of electronic device, but getting about the same amount of light, water, etc. And see if you don't get this same effect, or if you get any effect at all, or if the one even near the router makes the bean sprout first. I'd like to hear about this. Throw it down in comments, check it and see and stuff. And yeah, this is just something weird here. So, oh yeah, if you like the video here, of course hit like down on the bottom, subscribe, and you'll see a lot more things like this, ancient religions all the way to just odd facts and strange things that happen in our world. Thanks. Have a great day.